Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here, and in today's video we are gonna talk about the state of wildrift esports and the future of wildrift itself. What will happen with this big announcement that the wildrift esports website just announced. And I will also talk about the future of this channel, what I think will happen, or what I think I might be doing, because I honestly have no clue. I need to wait out and see what wildrift or Riot is planning in the near future. But yeah, I have to redo the early part right here because I had the clip running in the background, so I have to redo this right here. This is actually kind of sad. This is a very important video, honestly, and I hope you guys are staying tuned and watch the entire thing because I'm talking about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Like, we're talking about why wildrift esports is getting abandoned in the Western regions. We're talking about the future of wildrift. We're talking about the future of this channel, and I hope you guys are ready for it. Grab popcorn. So let's get started with the article that started it all. Actually, there were rumors beforehand from other sources, and there the last few days everyone was pretty much mental booming because they were uncertain about their future, whether it be casters, whether it be content creators like me, or whether it be organizations and pro players. Everyone is uncertain about the future, and now we have a better clue about it. Next steps for wildrift esports. We have learned a lot in our inaugural year of wildrift esports, and we are so grateful for the support from the community, players and teams from around the globe. A year ago, we launched the inaugural season of wildrift esports, Riot's first mobile esport. We spent in with all the aspiration, ambition, and resources we provide our major esports, while we built an exciting sport across several regions this past year. We have decided to put our focus on where mobile esports and gaming are flourishing and wind down our own competitive operations in the rest of the world. That pretty much means they wind down our own competitive operations in the rest of the world. So only in Asia they will continue it, and in the Western regions, NA, Europe, Brazil, Latin America, they will not continue it. In 2023, we will centralize the operation and focus of wildrift esports in Asia, the biggest and most active mobile esports market in the world. The new wildrift league in Asia will be the first Riot Cross regional professional mobile esports league and will replace the original wildrift esports WRE in April of 2023. This new league ecosystem will consist of 12 teams from China's WRL and 8 teams from the other 2022 Asian regions. The season will be structured as 2 splits each year and will focus on showcasing the best talent from the competitive regions in our sport. It's sad to see that the performance of NA and Brazil is not even acknowledged, by the way, because Brazil and NA have been doing pretty good. Given the vigorous mobile esports market in Asia and the level of competition in these regions as showcased at Icons 2022, we are thrilled to bring interregional level play to the wildrift esports regular season for the first time. The new wildrift Asian League will bring the intensity and hype of regional rivalries more regularly to our fans in Asia. We will have more details to share about this new league in early 2023. As part of the new plan outside of Asia, we will no longer directly operate wildrift esports leagues and instead unlock the opportunity for third parties to host events, probably Purge or ESL. So there we will have our priority and focus on the upcoming wildrift Asia League. Priority and focus on the upcoming wildrift Asia League, so no longer on any Western leagues. And what's the saying? If she no longer sees you as a priority, then just leave, guys. That's the saying. We believe these changes will give the community time and runway to grow organically and establish what role high-level competition will play in the ecosystem. As the wildrift esports landscape evolves, we will be ready to move in lockstep. We have learned a lot in our inaugural year of wildrift esports, and we are so grateful for the support from the community, players and teams from around the globe. Thank you, and we look forward to introducing the new Asian League in 2023. So basically, Riot decided that operating esports in the Western regions is no longer worth it. Okay, so let's talk about what will happen to wildrift because of this announcement. So what's probably gonna happen in 2023 is, okay, Riot will no longer fund tournaments or organize tournaments for the Western regions. They will let third-party hosters do it. The big question is Riot still investing money in putting decent prize pools, like in the off-season right now? Like, we had Purge tournaments that had like 2 or 4K or even 10K prize pools. If they do it, I can see a few organizations still willing to stay for the esports scene in 2023. But if they don't do that, I think majority of organizations are gonna leave because they no longer see it's worth investing money into the esports scene. They won't be paying players' salaries anymore, because why would they invest into a scene where Riot itself doesn't deem it worthy anymore? So organizations are gonna leave. And what will happen as a consequence? Pro players are also forced to leave because they rely on salaries for their livelihood. They need the salary, or they also need the prize pools so they can support their living. So if this falls off, a lot of players and organizations are gonna leave, and the wildrift esports scene in the Western regions is pretty much gonna die. There will only be community tournaments that we had in the early release stages of wildrift. We had like $200 or $500 prize pool tournaments, and I don't think people are willing to stay in these conditions or in these conditions. People will leave for other games. People might just quit esports itself and try to work or try to study or whatever. And it's actually sad, because then, since a lot of players are leaving, that also means the state of ranked and high elo is becoming much worse, because a lot of players are gone by then. And also with the aspect of Riot no longer putting the Western scene as a priority, the question itself is, will Riot still invest money in terms of marketing campaigns into the West? If they don't do it, what will make the game still grow? No marketing campaigns, no wildrift esports in the Western scene. So in the end, we will reach a state where wildrift itself will just stagnate. Maybe it will even decrease, but will it actually still grow without any marketing, without any esports itself? Because how does the casual gamer know wildrift? How do they do it? Like, usually, okay, maybe there's a big esports event, they're watching it and they see, oh, we're gonna join it. Or maybe they see an influencer promoting it, they're like, oh, let's try it out. Or maybe they see it as an ad, whether it be before YouTube video, or whether it be on Twitch, or whether it be on other social medias, TikTok, or whatever. But if they're not willing to do it, I feel like we will reach a stagnation in wildrift next year. So that's gonna be really interesting, and for me, that we have
and we're
right
very
now,
encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
Any big tournament.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing,
because
and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
A lot of organizations,
the community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
players will also
The community
follow.
reception to the sport has been amazing,
Have the
and we're
incentive,
very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you
to get
for many years to
from
come.
the organizations to sustain.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
They have to pay rent, etc.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
Maybe they will move to other games.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
The esports team was like funded.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
There were no tournaments anymore. No.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
But otherwise, there were no.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
And also,
the community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come. The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
Guys, it's gonna be a fun time.
The community
yeah, as a content creator, I don't necessarily rely on salary from organizations. I have a decent income from YouTube and from Twitch, where I can sustain the livelihood. I guess that's the right term. But it's just sad because a lot of friends are gonna leave, and I know for a fact that when a company is no longer willing to invest into one of the newly release games after 1 year of esports, they are already abandoning the Western scene, that I think they won't be investing more. Like if they're actually saying, okay, we are gonna invest more money into marketing campaigns, so the game is becoming more popular in the Western regions. But clearly, from what we've seen so far within the last 2 years, Riot doesn't really do marketing campaigns. They rely on their IP and think, okay, our IP, our game is so good, the game will grow. I mean, it is growing, but at the same time, I can look at the numbers in terms of, okay, how well is it doing on YouTube and how well is it doing on Twitch? And we are reaching a point where it's like a stagnation. I mean, maybe there is a website where you can see the active players, and they are apparently growing, but we don't have really official numbers where we can say, okay, is it actually growing or will it keep growing? And how will it keep growing if there is no esports in the West to market it anymore, or they are not doing marketing campaigns as well? So will it actually grow? Now we have, for example, this hashtag is coming really viral right now. Every player is spamming Europe, NA, Brazil, Latin, wildrift, because yeah, people are really disappointed by the fact that Riot is no longer doing esports in the West. I think a lot of big influencers are posting this because they're trying to showcase the disappointment about the esports scene and the news. Now let's talk about the timeline. The timeline about everything, whether it be Honor of Kings, AOV, and League of Legends, because everything is all about Tencent and Riot. And I think this guy is very good at summarizing this. So the timeline. Tencent wants Riot to do LOL Mobile. Riot refuses. Tencent makes Honor of Kings, set for global launch in 2015. Riot voices IP infringe concern. Tencent has no choice but scrap global. Repackaging Honor of Kings into AOV 1 year later in 2017. That's when it came out. Or should I say in the end of 2016 in Asian regions. Tencent later agreed to stop AOV marketing in the West in 2019 to make way for wildrift. Goes live a year later because Riot said, no, we veto no more marketing for Arena of Valor, because Riot is a daughter subsidiary of Tencent. AOV randomly starts West marketing again in late 2021. Tencent decides to finally bring Honor of Kings to global after their initial attempted a roadblock 7 years ago. Because I think they got to agree the moment Wildrift is out, okay, Honor of Kings is then allowed to be released globally. But the thing is, Honor of Kings was so popular in China, it is still probably one of the most popular games, and it had like insane numbers, so Tencent wanted to release it globally. They wanted to release it globally. Riot though said, no, we don't do that here. No, we don't do that here. Because the game would compete with League of Legends, so they didn't want that. The thing is, in the downtime between Honor of Kings trying to create, or Tencent trying to create Arena of Valor for the West, Mobile Legends from Moontoon got released. And Moontoon had the first, wait, how does X-Council explain it really good? He made a paper actually for it, or he wrote a paper about the issues. So X-Council, one of the biggest casters, or one of the most known casters for Wildrift, is saying, I actually wrote a marketing paper on Wildrift in 2021 for my MBA, looking at why it struggled on release versus its competitors. He actually sent me the whole paper. It's very interesting. This wasn't a particularly inspired take, but I think really highlights the issue of first movers. Mobile Legends, the first mover, versus followers in live service games. Okay, despite initial market penetration in October 2020 and March 2021, Riot failed to capture a meaningful market share as measured by Google Trend data. Riot overestimated their brand strength and pull in Southeast Asian markets and underestimated the influence of one of the most difficult challenges in the gaming market right now, the free-to-play conundrum. The free-to-play conundrum is an issue that is currently being explored in the gaming industry. Free-to-play games offer a low cost of switching to the consumer, no cash needed to click a download button and try the game out for free. However, the key to success for free-to-play games models is a large user base and strong ability to retain players. This allows to maximum impact of a microtransaction-based revenue model. If you have a lot of players and you keep those players invested over numerous years, they will spend little and often amounting to huge amount invested into the game over several years. The issue that Wildrift faced was not only applies for Wildrift, but also for Arena of Valor, because Arena of Valor came out later, and this will also apply for Honor of Kings, because now Honor of Kings is coming in 2022, or in the end of 2022, having to compete for market share with Mobile Legends, Arena of Valor, Pokemon United, Wildrift. So what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a flop, especially in the West. In the Asian market, I think it will do fine, but C is dominated by Mobile Legends and Arena of Valor. Honor of Kings is probably only really popular in China. The issue that Wildrift faced was a 4-year incumbent advantage for its main competitors. How do you convince a player that has spent 4 years of their life in a title like Mobile Legends to drop the game for another? The cost of switching for customers when you are first mover is extremely low. However, you build up an extremely high barrier to entry for future followers. This is the important part, as it becomes more and more difficult to encourage a player to switch after huge time and money investments over the product lifetime. Riot faced an extremely high barrier to entry with the existing market, despite incredible brand power and seemingly limitless resources. It was a tough ask to get users to switch to their product immediately. Furthermore, because products in the space all operated as live service games, traditional followers' advantages were fleeting and easily replicated by incumbents. Anything new that Wildrift brought to the table could be easily copied and replicated by existing competitors given enough time to develop and implement. So the fundamental issue is the lost like time cost sink, because you have invested so much money into the game, like you have invested so much time and money into the game, why would you switch the game? Let's say you are coming from Mobile Legends or Arena of Valor. You have bought skins in value of 200. You have your account. You've played it for 2 years or even 3 years. What's the incentive actually to switch to wildrift? Is wildrift that much superior as a game? I mean, I think wildrift is probably the best mobile game on the market. I've played the other games as well. But at the same time, I think one of the fundamental issues is that it has a high learning curve. It requires more skill than the other games, and it's not as casual as the other games. And I think that's something that a customer wants, like a casual gamer wants in a mobile game. Something that is super casual, easy to play, easy to learn, and doesn't take as much time per game. Let's say an average game time should be like 10 minutes for the maximum. Or even if you look at Pokemon United, where the game time is even much shorter. As a mobile game, like if you think about what games are popular or what games are doing really good in the mobile market, games that are super casual from Supercell, whether it be Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, or even Pokemon United as a mobile, or shooter games. But Wildrift is a game that is very similar to its PC version, where it's a complex game, and I think that's one of the downsides. It's like from the controls is also something that people have to relearn. I mean, I'm a fan of the graphics and the controls and the complexity of Wildrift, but I think for the casual gamer, like let's say 15 years old, maybe 10 years old, the game might be hard to learn or hard to join in. So I think that's one of the problems of Wildrift, and also the marketing. I think Riot just relied too much on their brand, their name, or even on the PC, that PC is doing so well that they thought, okay, we don't need to do as much marketing and it's gonna grow, but they don't realize they have to compete against so many other mobile games. So the market share, like getting a share of the market in the mobile scene, is probably not as easy as they thought. I think that's a problem, and I think a lot of people are also disappointed by the fact that Leo Faria, the head of esports for Wildrift, said this.
The community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come.
I think the problem here is that a lot of people had trust in Riot Games, that the game will flourish, that the esports scene will flourish, and now a lot of people are getting disappointed. And it's also crazy that a lot of Wildrift esports people that have been working for Riot, they are switching to other positions, whether it be Chizen, who was working as a C operator, whether it be Hans, who has worked as the WREC EMEA head operator, or Leo. They have been switching. Who is filling in those positions? We don't know. But it clearly shows they are abandoning or they are forced to leave. I should say they're probably more forced to leave because it's not their decision. I know this is a meme, obviously. I know that they have been really passionate about this game, and I think the head, like Riot, they probably decided from an operating standpoint that it wasn't worth anymore. So that's actually sad to see. So what do I think is gonna happen? I think Wildrift is gonna be fine as a game, but it's gonna be sad that a lot of organization and players are forced to leave, and the game state or the ranked experience is gonna be worse. So it's all on Riot to do like a good marketing campaign, maybe. Like, we need to see if they're willing to invest more in 2023. What are their plans exactly? Will they invest more into the game? Whether it be their funding community tournaments, whether it be they are doing marketing campaigns, whether they see a future into Wildrift. Like, if they don't see a future, then there's probably no point into staying in Wildrift. I think for me right now, I'm at a point where I'm thinking, okay, I can probably keep going and do content like this for 1 year, and I would be fine because there won't be major changes in my numbers. because this is only affecting esports, but I have to think about the longevity of the game itself. Like, what's the future of the game? Will it keep growing? Will it stagnate? Or will it just go down? I already had this in Arena of Valor, where I was still making content for more than 1 year. Remember, 2019, Valor Series, that's the last official esports tournament in the West, right? And I've made content till early 2021. So I was still on the sinking ship the whole time. And now my question is, am I still staying on another sinking ship, or should I switch the ships? What will I do? I don't even know. Should I keep doing videos for wildrift? Should I try more variety out? Should I switch games? Should I just abandon the dream of making content and just... I mean, I think you guys... I mean, I don't know if you guys are following, but I think people that have been following me for a while, they know that I have a master's degrees in taxation and accounting, and it's just rotting away basically. And the question is, maybe I should just look for a job as a junior instead, or apply as a junior instead of keep making content. But I've been doing this because it's my passion. It's my dream to be like a full-time content creator, become a big content creator, whether it be variety. I think the end goal for me was like make wildrift content and maybe branch out into other games, become like a big variety streamer / YouTuber. That was probably the dream. Whether it be like reaching 1 million or even bigger, I think that was the dream. And it's thanks to you guys that I've been able to maintain it for so long. And now the question is, yeah, like I said, the question is it worth continuing? Is it worth continuing? That's the question. And I wanna see your comments about what you think will happen to wildrift, what you think is the future of wildrift, or what you think. I had a few ideas, maybe Warzone or Pokemon Unite, that are doing better, but I honestly don't know. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Right there, like, I think the comment section is gonna explode for this video, and I'm interested to see what you guys are writing. And this is uncut, uploaded, boom boom. But yeah, I see you next time. Bye bye. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.